Welcome back to EnglishEasyPod, the place where learning English feels simple, natural, and part of everyday life. I'm Emily.
And I'm John. In today's episode, we're spending a relaxing weekend together, going to the cinema to watch a movie.
Yes, we'll take you through every part of the experience, from buying tickets to finding seats, grabbing popcorn, and chatting after the movie, all in clear and natural English.
We'll also explain the common words and phrases people use in this situation. So the next time you go to a movie theater, you'll understand what's going on and maybe even sound like a native speaker.
All right then, let's imagine it's a Saturday afternoon. The weather is nice and we've both decided to catch a movie called Sky Journey.
That sounds perfect. A little adventure movie for the weekend. Let's get started.
So it's Saturday morning and I texted you earlier. Hey John, want to watch a movie later?
And I replied, sure, I'd love to. What's showing?
Exactly. The phrase, what's showing, means what movies are playing in the cinema right now. It's a very common way to ask what's available.
Right, and you sent me a link to the movie schedule so we could see the different time slots. When choosing, we might say, do you prefer the afternoon show or the evening one?
And you said, let's go for the 3 p.m. show. That's called a matinee, a movie that plays in the daytime, usually cheaper and less crowded.
Good vocabulary point. And when we're ready to buy tickets, we can either go to the cinema or book them online.
Most people book online these days. You might hear phrases like, let's book 2 tickets, or I'll pay by card.
And after you buy them, you usually get a confirmation message that says, your tickets have been booked.
Yes, and the message also shows your seat numbers. For example, row F, seats 8 and 9.
Perfect. So now that our tickets are ready, we can relax and get ready to head to the cinema.
It's 2:30 p.m. and we're walking into the cinema. You can hear the sound of trailers playing and people chatting. The smell of popcorn fills the air. I love that smell.
Everyone loves it. When we arrive, the first thing we might say is, hi, we booked our tickets online.
Then the staff might reply, can I see your booking code, please? Or could you scan your QR code here?
That's right. The QR code is a digital ticket on your phone that they scan to let you in.
And if you didn't book online, you might hear, can I buy 2 tickets for the 3 p.m. show? Or is this seat available?
Exactly. Once you've got your tickets, they'll say, enjoy the movie, or your theater is on the 2nd floor.
And that word, theater, in this context means the individual screening room, not a stage theater for plays.
Good point. So we head upstairs to Theater 6, tickets in hand. But before going in, there's one important stop, the snack counter.
Yes, the most important part for me. At the concession stand or snack counter, you can order popcorn, drinks, or candy.
So the conversation usually goes like this. Hi, can I get 1 large popcorn and 2 drinks, please?
And the cashier might ask, would you like butter on your popcorn? Or what kind of drink would you like?
Then they'll say, that'll be $12.50, please, meaning the total price.
You can reply, I'll pay by card, or here's my cash. Simple and polite.
After paying, the staff might say, here's your change, or enjoy your movie.
Now, one common word here is combo. It means a package deal, like popcorn and a drink together. You might hear, do you want the combo?
Exactly. And they often have sizes, small, medium, or large.
All right, we've got our popcorn and drinks. Time to find our seats.
When you enter the theater, it's usually dark and quiet. You might say, excuse me, sorry, as you pass by other people to reach your seats.
Yes, always good to be polite. Once we find our seats, I might say, we're in row F, seats 8 and 9, right in the middle. Perfect.
Then we get comfortable and wait for the movie to start. Before the film begins, there are usually trailers short previews of other movies.
You can say things like, "That one looks interesting," or "We should watch that next time."
And before the movie starts, you'll hear an announcement like, "Please turn off your mobile phones."
That's a polite reminder to keep the cinema quiet.
Exactly. Once the lights go off, the movie begins, and that's when everyone goes silent.
During the movie, people don't usually talk, but if they do, it's in whispers. Maybe something like, "Wow, that scene was amazing," or "Did you see that?"
Yes, but not too loud. You don't want to disturb others.
The word spoiler is important too. It means telling someone the ending or an important part of the story before they've seen it.
Exactly. People often say no spoilers to remind friends not to ruin the surprise.
Sometimes when the movie is really exciting, you'll hear the audience react. They might gasp, laugh, or even clap at the end.
And if the movie is emotional, you might say, "That scene gave me chills," or "I almost cried."
Those are natural ways to express your feelings while watching or right after the movie.
The credits roll and the lights come back on. People start leaving slowly, and we turn to each other to talk about it.
I might say, "Wow, that was such a great movie," or "The special effects were amazing."
And I might reply, "Yeah, I loved the soundtrack," or "The story was really touching."
Soundtrack means the music in the movie, and touching means it made you feel emotional, maybe even tearful.
Exactly. You can also say, "The acting was really good," or "The ending surprised me."
And if it wasn't so great, you might say, "Nah, it was okay," or "I expected more."
Or even, "The pacing was a bit slow." That means the story moved too slowly.
That's a nice, polite way to give an opinion, not too negative.
And of course, we always end with something like, "That was fun. We should do this again next weekend."
As we walk out, we throw away our popcorn cups and empty bottles in the bin.
And maybe say things like, "Do you want to grab a coffee?" Or, "Let's talk more about the movie."
That's a great way to keep practicing English. Discuss what you liked, what surprised you, or what confused you in the story.
Exactly. You can use phrases like, "My favorite part was," "I didn't understand why," or "I think the main message was."
Those are perfect expressions for post-movie conversations in English.
All right, let's quickly review what we learned today.
We started with planning. Phrases like, "What's showing?" "Let's book tickets," and "I'll pay by card."
Then we covered arriving and buying snacks. Words like concession stand, combo, and QR code.
Inside the theater, we learned expressions like, "Is this seat taken?" "Excuse me," "Turn off your phone," and "No spoilers."
And after the movie, we practiced how to talk about opinions, like "It was amazing," "I loved the acting," or "The ending surprised me."
All of these are real phrases people use every day when watching movies in English-speaking countries.
So the next time you go to the cinema, try to listen for these words, or even say them yourself. It'll help you sound natural and confident.
And remember, English isn't just about grammar or textbooks. It's about living the language through real experiences like this.
Thanks for joining us today on English EasyPod, where we make learning English simple and enjoyable.
Don't forget to subscribe and listen to our next episode. Maybe we'll go shopping, travel abroad, or visit a cafe together next time.
Until then, enjoy your movies and keep learning.
See you soon.